Howdy. Welcome to the Texas A&M College of Architecture series on Lessons in Leadership. At A&M, leadership is more than a course or a catchphrase. It's our purpose. We're committed to developing leaders of character dedicated to serving the greater good. Leadership is one of our 6 core values, along with respect, excellence, loyalty, integrity, and selfless service. The College of Architecture's Development Advisory Council recognizes the importance of teaching our graduates not only to excel in their respective fields, but also to be equipped with the skills to lead as a result of their education, encounters, and experiences during their time at A&M. I'm pleased to have collaborated with fellow Advisory Council members Harold Adams and Jim Thompson in the development of a leadership model we've branded as C8. It encapsulates 8 characteristics that define a leader, all beginning with the letter C: character, competence, courage, collaboration, creativity, communication, competition, and community. In the video that follows, you'll learn about these 8 characteristics and much more as one of our college's outstanding graduates tells their story of how Texas A&M impacted their life from their earliest Aggie memories to today. Each story is filled with anecdotes, stories, and lessons learned that will resonate as you shape your own leadership style. Today we're visiting with Jim Thompson, class of 1968. Jim graduated with a Bachelor of Science degree in architectural construction. He's a distinguished alumnus of the university, an outstanding alumnus of the College of Architecture, and a member of the Corps of Cadets Hall of Honor. Jim, welcome.
Thank you.
Jim, tell us about your early childhood. Where did you grow up?
Well, I grew up in a couple places in the brush country of South Texas on an oil camp till I was about 7, and then my dad was an oil field worker, and the offshore drilling started occurring in the early 50s in the Gulf of Mexico, so we moved down to the mouth of the Mississippi River, and we lived about 100 yards from the levee of the Mississippi, so I pretty much had a life of Huckleberry Finn. I played in the river and rode logs, but grew up the rest of my time in Louisiana.
Well, how in the world did you get from Louisiana to Texas A&M?
Well, I had a good friend who was 2 years older than me and had graduated from the same high school, and he was at A&M. He was in the band, and every time he came home we would meet and he would tell me how wonderful Texas A&M was.
So you've been one of the driving forces behind this C8 leadership initiative that we're celebrating and we're talking about today. In fact, you coined the phrase, "Do you see leadership in you?" Why is the cultivation of leaders so important to you at this point in your life?
Well, the world is screaming for good leadership and good followership. It's like a two-edged coin, heads and tails. You can't have one without the other. If leaders don't lead, followers don't follow. All of the tenets of good leadership are the same tenets and characteristics that followers need to have. I was a good follower before I ever got the opportunity to lead. And I want to talk to these young kids that have aspiring careers, and some of them probably don't feel like they're leaders. They may mature into leaders later on, but they need to also know and learn how to be great followers, because that is what makes companies successful, where you get everyone involved in the decision making and whatever the core business is that you're involved in.
I hope you enjoyed this leadership lesson. Do you see leadership in you? Stay tuned for more in this series of lessons on leadership, and refer them to your fellow students, family, and friends. Thanks for watching, and until next time, gig 'em.